In this video, we will take a look at advanced masking in InstaMAT using the Mesh Submesh Mask. And the Mesh Submesh Mask allows masking objects based on polygon adjacency. It enables separate parts of an object to be masked even when combined into a single mesh. Those parts can be chosen by picking them directly in the viewport. Also, by holding the Shift key, it's possible to pick multiple meshes at once. And as an example, I have a gas pump mesh here. It's a single mesh with different submeshes. As you can see, when I go to active material, we have only one material applied. This is my wireframe. Let's first apply a material. So I go to my InstaMAT library here. I look for a paint. And I use this glossy paint metallic blue one. I drag and drop it onto my layer stack. To select the Mesh Submesh Mask, you can go to this Add Mask button here. And I have it already under Recently Used as I use it quite a lot. But if you can't see it here, just go to Pick from Library and type in Mesh Submesh Mask. Then double click. To pick a submesh, just go to Pick Submeshes. And then you can go to your object and click on a submesh. As you can see, it masked out this submesh here very cleanly. But in this case, I want to have the whole body of the mesh masked out. And I could just go to Pick Submeshes, hold Shift and pick multiple submeshes. But this is not really necessary. So let's cancel that. I just pick this one. Let's take a look at the parameters. So this size step parameter can be used to select submeshes of similar size. So let's bump that up. As you can see, we have the whole body masked. But it also included those cables. So this is where we can use the maximum distance, for example. So let's decrease that. The size step parameter basically groups the submeshes, and the maximum distance parameter can break those groups up as the selection is based on the size of submeshes and where you pick it is the reference size. So we were quickly able to mask out the whole body here. And we have quite a lot of control of what we are masking and what not. So for those parts, I want to have a different material. And let's pick maybe this glossy paint metallic gray one. So I drag and drop it onto my layer stack. Let's put it above. Then let's go to Add Mask again and use the Mesh Submesh Mask. Now I want to mask out those pieces here. So let's pick Submesh, pick this one. And again, I will use the size step parameter. So as you can see, this is perfectly masked out, but we also have those influenced here. So let's go to maximum distance again and decrease that. Again, perfect result. Let's maybe increase the size step a bit, as I want to have this masked out as well. Then let's go over to those pieces here. Let's use the glossy paint burgundy material. Let's again move it to the top. Let's use a Mesh Submesh Mask again. Let's just pick this one. Let's increase the size step. Yeah, perfect. And I think those buttons at the front in red look quite good as well, so I keep them as is. Let's quickly apply a few materials on those here as well. Let's maybe use the titanium. Then Mesh Submesh Mask again. Let's pick this part. And for this part here, I would like to have a plastic. Let's look for plastic. The non-slip plastic orange sounds quite good. Let's again add it to our layer stack. Let's maybe decrease the scale a bit. Then again, let's pick a Mesh Submesh Mask. And just pick this. Let's again increase the size step. And reduce the distance. And let's see what we can use for the front here. Let's maybe make this metallic again. I use the titanium material. Let's again pick a Mesh Submesh Mask. And in this case, I just hold Shift and select those. And this one. And also for those cables, I use a rubber. Let's use this one. It's quite big as well, so let's decrease the scale. Again, Mesh Submesh Mask. Let's pick those. And we are still missing the bottom. I just reuse this one. Let's take a look how it looks with ray tracing enabled. Maybe a different IBL. As you can see, with the Mesh Submesh Mask, we were able to texture this whole piece within just a few minutes. And the Mesh Submesh Mask is a really powerful mask that you can use for many different types of meshes. It's perfect for hard surface models, but also for organic ones. And it makes masking out parts of a mesh really easy. So in many cases, you are not dependent on ID maps anymore. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.
If you enjoyed this video, drop us a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. For the latest news about InstaMAT, please visit our website, follow us on X, join us on Discord, or sign up for the Abstract community. You can find all the links in the video description below. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.